YouTube, what's up guys? Hey, hope everyone's having a great day. We have my Toyota Celica GTS Tsunami Edition, very special car, in my garage, and I'm going to show you guys how to install LED high beams and low beams in this one video. So I currently have some Anzo headlights, so let's go ahead and I'll show you them. So these are currently my Anzo headlights. The car looks absolutely phenomenal. It's perfect. Just got a nice wash on it, and then it's sitting here in the garage. Looks immaculate. Very good looking car. But when I turn the headlights on currently, they are incandescent old school bulbs. So let's go ahead and I'll show you them. These are gonna fit your OEM ones, and if you bought aftermarket ones, these will fit. Now, if you have a 2003 and above, and you have the factory HID kit, these bulbs will not fit with them. Again, these are LEDs, which I prefer LED over the HID. Reason why the HIDs have large ballast and they seem to burn out pretty quick in my opinion. Maybe like a year or two and they're gone. The LEDs seem to never burn out in my opinion. So I've never really had any LEDs that have gone burn out. So let's go ahead and I'll pop the hood and turn the headlight. So here is a current setup. As you guys can see, I have LED side, these little cool side markers. These are from MITCHDORE.COMHOW. I love these side markers, and then LEDs in there. And then I also have LEDs here, 1, 2, 3. And then I also have the LED ring that looks beautiful, but I have this old incandescent bulb that you guys are looking at. So I'm gonna show you guys how to remove these. And then I'm actually gonna put the high beam on as well real quick. So as well, here's the high beam. Again, both of these are yellowish, doesn't really fit the car, doesn't look as modern as the car looks, and my car looks, this Tsunami Edition looks like a brand new, it just came off the Toyota factory floor, and I really like it, and I just don't think that these headlights are suiting, or these bulbs are suiting to it. So what I'm gonna do right now is show you guys how to remove them, and then we'll get the ones that I have. Now, you don't have to remove the headlight, but I like to remove the headlight, it's just my opinion. There's gonna be a 10mm here on the side. So there's going to be a 10mm up here, and then there's going to be a 10mm right here. So we're going to actually go ahead and do that. I'm also going to remove this 10mm right here that's for the bumper cover, so that I have a little bit more wriggle room. And we're going to be doing the driver's side first. This isn't very difficult, by the way. You guys can do this. I know you can. It's like I would say it's a 1 star to change the bulb. But you probably won't want to be doing it like on the side of the road. I'll say that. If the headlight goes out, that sucks. The bulb does. That's why you should buy LEDs. So let's go ahead and pull this headlight. Okay, so once you get this tab loose, the side one right here, which comes up to this, and then the lower one down there, and then you'll be able to move the bumper cover a little bit. You'll be able to get the headlight out. As you guys can see, I have it. This one right here will go to the top, which is up here, which is going to be the just the low beam. And then for the high beam, you're going to have to pull this cover off, and you're going to want to pull both these covers off. And you can actually probably leave this plug in like this. And we'll go ahead and slide these off. And then to pull the headlight out or the bulb out, there's a little release. You just push on it and then it releases, and then it's very simple. Just like, I mean, you just go like that and you can just wiggle the bulb out. So let me go ahead and wiggle the bulb out right now. Once you wiggle the bulb out, the low beam will look like this one. So this is the low beam. It does have a positive running into it, and then there's a negative actually attached to the housing, which is a little bit different than the OEM one. And then on the Anzo headlight, you're just going to want to pull off this back right here. And again, there's a release clip, and you can just push on these release clips. And then it allows, let me find the release clip, it'll allow it to come. And then once you get the top one free, this is going to be the low beam. So I'll go ahead and pull these over. We're going to discard these. We're not going to be using these anymore. Okay, and then here are going to be the LEDs. So these are the stock ones. This is an H1. For the high beam, and then this is going to be an H7, I believe. Yeah, H7. H7. So we're going to go ahead and open the LEDs, and I'll have a link below where you guys can get these, and you'll be able to see what an LED looks like. See, here's the LEDs, and then we'll go ahead and pull the second one out, the H1s out. And then these are the H1s. So I got mine all in matching colors, and again, I'll have them linked below. So as you guys can see, these ones are going to be plug and play, and then these ones should be plug and play, and H1. So we'll start with the low beam first. So we'll grab one of the low beams and head back over to the car. Okay, so once you wiggle the mount back on, you guys can see the mount right there. This is a larger, the LEDs are larger right here. You guys can see this. So it will stick out a little bit, and you can still use a boot to keep water and dirt out of it. It'll just be the cord coming out. So if you want to get even a tighter seal, you could use some tape around it, or even like a little, like a rubber seal to cover it up a little bit further. Once you have that, you're gonna plug it back into the OEM wire harness. And then before you finish that one and put it back together, make sure it turns on. And that is a beautiful, beautiful color. That is so much beautiful. It's way better. It'll be brighter on the road, and it just looks aesthetically pleasing. So let's go ahead and do the H1 now, the H1 bulb. Okay, so I was now able to get the high beams and the low beams, all LEDs. H1s fit right in there. And then, interesting enough, I don't know why it's like this, but the red is black, and the white is black. So that doesn't make sense on this one. I don't know why it's like that. Don't be afraid to cross the wires on an LED. It usually doesn't short anything. The LEDs, it's fine to do it. Honestly, I've never really had any issues. So now what you want to do is put, just as we put the cover back up on this one, we're going to want to put a cover back up on that one, and then button the headlight back up, and we'll be done with this side. Gosh, this car is just absolutely perfect. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's go ahead and turn it on. So we'll do one click. LEDs. I just wiped it down, so it's kind of wet. 2 clicks. Daytime running light. Wow, I love that. And then 3 clicks, or forward click, LED headlight. Yeah, so cool. We're all done. I'm probably gonna take a picture of this. Will be the before and after. But wow, this isn't a very hard install. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. I'll help you. Make sure you kind of just wiggle everything in there. A lot of the things need wiggling. When you put the headlights, just wiggle. Sometimes it doesn't go right in first, so just kind of wiggle it in and it'll fit. And then make sure you put the boot back on over the wires, because you don't want rainwater getting in there. People said, hey, these get condensation. The only reason these would get condensation is because you don't have a boot on the back of it. So that's it. Okay, for the passenger side, you're gonna wanna remove the plastic cover on that one. All you do is push on the push pins and it'll come up. Again, you're gonna do a 10 millimeter right here. This allows a bumper cover to move a little bit. If you can't get enough, you can do this 10 millimeter. There's a 10 millimeter down in here, a 10 millimeter right here, and then a 10 millimeter on the side. And the way to get this one is you undo this 10 millimeter and then just reach up underneath it and lefty-loosey, and then this one will come out. So let me go ahead and start doing the 10 millimeters. All right, again, headlight number 2. So we're gonna go in there, pop it off. Make sure to keep the boot right there. That's the boot. We'll pop that one off and then we'll go back. So let's go ahead and grab the H7 bulb. All right, again, recommendation, test it before you put it back together. I had to rotate this, the OEM one. I had to flip that over, and then you guys can see it goes right in there. So test it before you put it back together. Okay, so the the headlights reassembled. Moment of truth. Let's see if it works. So 1 click, 2 click, forward click, and then we'll come over. And you guys saw it first, so everything works. Not very hard, very, very modern. Modernized the car extremely a lot. And then if you guys want to see, I actually do have fog lights at work. I don't run them, but I do have them. Like that. I just don't drive with them. I just don't think I like them. Oh, hold on, 1 second. I gotta pull the high beam off. There we go. Let's see how does that work. Okay, so let's close the hood. Done with working on it. Wasn't very hard. Doesn't take too much time, guys. You can do this. Again, if you have questions, comment down below. I'll help you with them. And let's go ahead and turn it on. That's the running, and I think that's the best look right there. Absolutely. That looks so good. Wow. That is awesome. That should make you smile. That makes me smile. That looks amazing. It makes the car look so much more modern. So much more modern.